Hello! Welcome to another free e-learning tutorial from dakinane.com. Today I'm going to look at creating posts in Kidblog. Now that I've set up my blog and configured it the way I want it and I'm logged in, I can now create posts. To do so, I simply click on the new post button and the post template is presented to me. First I give my post a title and then add content. Simple stuff really. However, I want to draw your attention to the tags option on the right here. On a shared resource such as a blog, tags are a very useful way to search for content created by specific students. When they create posts, I would encourage your students to use their first name as a tag on each of the posts that they create, as well as adding other keywords to identify the content. By adding their name, their parents or peers can use the tag widget to search for posts that have their name on them, making their work easier to find. If I now go back to the body of my post, where I've created simple content, I can use the WYSIWYG editor to format the text, much as I would do in a simple word processing program, and you should be fairly comfortable with all the options here. As you can see, I have some layout and formatting options available to me to make the text more visually interesting. I will leave you to explore how each of these simple editing features can be used by you in the posts that you create. I would suggest that you agree a style guide with your students, however, for consistency. Now I want to show you how to embed different content into a Kidblog post. I have several tabs open here, and I'm first going to embed a YouTube video. I have selected the video I want to embed, and at the bottom of each YouTube video there is a share option. I need to click on that to reveal the share options available to me. Next I need to select the embed option. I copy the embed code and return to my blog post. Once on my post, I need to switch from visual mode to HTML mode by clicking on the appropriate tab on the top right of the post. Clearly I messed up the copying here, so for clarity I will repeat the process. I ensure that I click inside the embed code box and then copy the code. Then return to my blog post and paste the copied code into the HTML view of the post. That's better. Using the preview button, I always check that the embedded code has worked before publishing. Now on to embedding a Prezi into my blog post. To embed a Prezi, I have again to select the Prezi I want to embed and then let it load. Again, below the Prezi there is a share button and I have to click on that button to reveal the range of options just like in YouTube. This time there is a helpful copy to clipboard button to use to ensure that the code is indeed copied, and once copied I return to my blog post and paste the copied code. A quick tip here, sometimes the embedded object is wider than the space of the page and the end result is ugly. Inside the embed code there is a width parameter. I usually change the size of this to 100% so that the embedded object is exactly the width of the page it is to be embedded in, and here you can see in the preview it works beautifully. So now I have demonstrated how to embed two different objects and have edited the embed code. I will now show you how to embed a photobabble, another great e-learning tool for the classroom. I hope that you can see that there is a pattern. Look for the share button, copy the embed code, paste the code, edit the code if necessary, publish. The trick is finding where the embed code is located on each of the services you wish to use. And here we can see all three tools are now embedded into this one post. Simple. All that is left for me to do with this post is to check the layout in visual mode to ensure that the text is where I want it to be and that it's not wrapped around an embedded element. Note too that in visual mode the embedded objects do not display, just the space where they will be shown when the post is live. Finally, I can make some minor edits and can now publish the post by clicking on the Publish button to the right of the post. I can also set a schedule for when my post will be published. A great feature if I want to post at regular intervals but write in one big splurge. And that's it. The post is live and all of my embedded content is live too. So that's what posting looks like for a teacher. What is the experience like for a student? Here I'm logging on as a student that I created in tutorial 1. As you can see, the interface is the same and students can create posts in just the same way. How those posts are managed will be dependent upon how each individual teacher or school policy dictates how the initial teacher dashboard handles student-generated content. Even so, using the Save Draft button can be taught to students so that they do not publish a post until either a peer or teacher has checked it. The see three before me strategy works just as well on a blog post as it does in an exercise book. As I mentioned earlier, getting students to identify their posts using the tag feature and including their names makes finding individual work at a later date very easy. Students can also embed content into their blog posts, and this particular skill is one that I recommend that you show your students how to do as quickly as possible. It minimises your workload, increases their independence, and is really only a copy and paste exercise. I have taught students as young as Year 1 to be proficient at independently embedding content. In the preview mode, I can see my student blog page and what it looks like. Once I close the preview and I'm back in the post edit page, I can set the same features as a teacher can about how the post will be handled, i.e. deleted, instantly published, scheduled to be published, or saved as a draft. As a student, I can also see the posts published by my peers and my teacher. To view these, all I need to do is to click on the blog name in the top left-hand side of the toolbar, in this case DK Tutorial, and I can click on any of the links to see these posts. Clicking on the My Classes button reveals all of the class blogs that I as a student might belong to. I can also access my own student dashboard and check the comments on my posts, check the recent posts, and edit my avatar to personalise the space. From the student dashboard, a student can also navigate to the classes that he belongs to by clicking on the appropriate link under the Classes tab. From the list that appears, a student can then navigate to the post he wants to read by clicking on the selected link. To the side of the post we can see the tag cloud, and I can click on the David tag to view all the posts with that tag. Because I am on the teacher's blog here and there is only one post with the tag David on it, I'm only seeing those posts, i.e. only one. Well, that's it for this tutorial. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more free e-learning tutorials, and don't forget to share this resource with your colleagues. Until my next tutorial hits your feeds, keep practicing!